So, how long do you plan on hiding behind that tree, Your Highness? Don't be shy. I promise you I will not bite. Of course I notice you. You've been admiring me in secret for quite some time. It'd be concerning if I wasn't aware of my surroundings, no? Do not fear, Your Highness. If you wish to watch me work, you are welcome to. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, I couldn't turn you away. You are the next heir. You could have me fired with the wave of a hand. I've misspoken. I do not see you as such a cruel royal. It's just the fact of the matter. I am nothing but a lowly botanist. If it weren't for your mother, the queen, I'd be a commoner scrambling for any coin I could find. I am truly grateful to your family for providing me with my humble lifestyle. In any case, you did not come here to listen to my meaningless rambling. Do you mind telling me what brings you here? Do you fancy my work, Your Highness? I'm glad I spent a good amount of time researching and experimenting with what plants would make the royal garden look its best. After all, even plants deserve the royal treatment, don't you think? A question? Of course. What is it, Your Highness? Ah, that large purple flower is a Digitalis purpurea, commonly known as the foxglove. Quite a beautiful specimen, isn't it? Wait, please excuse me, Your Highness. I mean not to disturb your peace, but I wouldn't advise on touching the foxglove. It is not my intention to be rude, nor is it because I think you will damage the flower. It is because, well, it's highly poisonous. Yes, I'm very serious. If ingested, it can cause the heart to beat irregularly, cause low blood pressure, and cardiac arrest. Beautiful, but indeed very deadly, much like humans. Do I think you're deadly? I believe you have the skills to protect yourself if needed, but you would not harm someone just for the joy of it. Am I deadly? Well, Your Highness, I have a vast knowledge of various deadly and poisonous plants, as seen by our foxglove friend. But what good is that knowledge if I don't have any evil intentions? No. I don't believe I have a completely pure heart. No mortal truly does. However, as of now, there's no reason for me to commit such heinous crimes. Even if I did wish to, I would be stopped immediately. Why? Because I've just revealed all my plans to you, Highness. If I were to partake in someone's untimely death, you'd be able to identify me in no time. If the royal heir says I've committed a murder, then I'd be sent to the guillotine without a second thought. It's amazing what power you hold in your hands, and how little I can refute you. I suppose you could accuse me, even if I have not committed any crime, and the outcome would be the same, but I don't think you'd pull such a malicious act. I believe you have a good heart. While yes, it's true, I haven't known you very long, I have a very strong feeling inside about you. Call it intuition. For example, I have to know my plants. I have to know how they act and respond to many different factors. Temperature, water, sunlight, and even the soil by which they lay can cause immense changes and distress. I have to be observant. If not, I could harm myself and anyone that walks through the garden. My point is, plants are like humans. You have to know what they require and know how they function to keep the peace. I observe humans how I observe plants. By observing you, I can see you wouldn't abuse your royal status to harm innocent people. You are the heir to one of the biggest kingdoms in the nation. I have great faith in you. The whole nation does. I believe you will make our kingdom thrive in a way it never has. As spring brings in the new beauty of freshly bloomed plants and flowers, you will bring new ideas to strengthen and grow our kingdom. Blushing, are we now, Highness? Do the words of a common botanist flatter you that much? Trust me, I do not give out compliments I do not mean. I do not wish to speak meaningless flattery in hopes of getting into your good graces. I only speak the truth. You think I'm strange? I suppose that could describe me. I have no objections to your opinion of me. Highness, while I do appreciate your company, I don't think you should be sitting in the dirt. While it's true you do have maids to clean your clothing, those are still very nice and expensive garments. You want to help me garden? I couldn't possibly let you do that, Your Highness. Don't mistake me. I do not doubt you could. I believe you are perfectly capable of doing anything you put your mind to. However, if the king or queen were to see you helping me, they may get the wrong idea. You'd protect me from them? How cute. You're serious. I'm flattered. You truly are fit to be the next ruler of this kingdom. I can't help but admire you. I've read much about you. You're smart and kind, strong but not cruel. Just working under you was a great honor. However, none of my wildest dreams could have ever predicted I'd be here speaking to you face to face. I've said too much now, haven't I? Highness, please don't tease me like that. I mean, who wouldn't dream about meeting royalty? I shall not lie to you, so yes, you have made my dreams come true. I mean it. I truly do. You are so calm and level-headed. I feel at ease talking to you. You have the effects of a freshly bloomed peace lily. I'm glad you asked. A peace lily is a subtype of the common lily. It's a pearly white flower that brings calming psychological effects. It's helpful in purifying air by absorbing harmful vapors. It can also provide sleep aid. Yes, its name suits it well. Quite a beautiful and welcoming flower, much like you. What I'm saying is that you are easy to talk with, Highness. I believe that's a good trait of yours, if you can understand and communicate with anyone regardless of their status or wealth. People will feel comfortable and have more trust in your rule. I suppose I can talk to anyone calmly. I'm talking to you without worry, am I not? Me? A noble? Perhaps in a different timeline. While the royal life is nice, there's far more than just eating well and spending my riches on whatever I please. I have no doubt you experience troubles and difficult tasks. Running a whole kingdom cannot be an easy task, no matter how loved or favored you are by the people. If I were a noble, though I think I'd still spend as much time as I could in the gardens, nature brings me great peace. Nothing else can. All my worries disappear as soon as the soil touches my skin. How observant you are. Yes, Highness. I've been studying botany since I was young. You see, my mother was a florist. She'd be making arrangements for any local celebration to be had. The people in our village loved her. Correct. She's the one who taught me everything I know to this day. She was my motivation to start exploring the wonders of nature. Well, I say it was as she's no longer with us. No need to feel pity towards me, Highness. Yes, losing someone you cared for deeply is a truly sad time. But I feel at ease knowing my mother lived her life well. She died of old age, which no one can prevent. We all die someday. I'm just happy my mother died in a peaceful, natural way, as some people aren't fortunate enough to get that wish. When I die, I wish for flowers to sprout from my corpse. The end of one life, to start many others. It's poetic, isn't it, Highness? Even so, no poetry can describe the love I have for plants and nature. Teach you? I'm sorry? You want me to teach you about botany and how to grow different plants? Highness, I'd love to teach you everything I've learned, but how could you possibly have time? I'm surprised you even have time to be having this very conversation with me. You have many preparations to get ready to take your father's place, I'm sure. How could you possibly make space to spend time learning botany with this lowly common folk? You think too highly of me. Besides my job here, it is a fact that I am just a common folk. While I am fortunate to have a job, I live in a small hut in the village down by the woods. It'd take me centuries even to get a scrap of the lifestyle you have. I'm sorry. I couldn't have possibly heard you right, Highness. Live in the castle with you? Highness, that is a very generous offer, and I am ever so grateful to you, but isn't that a topic to be discussed with the king and queen? I see. You wish to use the privilege of being the heir and their only child to get your way. How mischievous of you, your highness. I am truly flattered by your offer. Your eagerness to learn botany brings joy to my heart. I'd be more than grateful to teach you anything you wish to know. But are you positively sure it's okay for me to live in the palace? I feel like I'd be intruding. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were training to be a knight with the way you graciously offered to protect me. Highness, I wouldn't exactly say giving me a room in the palace, maids to look after me, and providing food and clothing in exchange for me teaching you botany is a fair trade. You're offering me so much, it feels as if I am freeloading off of you. Take me by force. Highness, there is no need for that. If you are truly okay with this deal, then, well, I have no choice but to humbly accept your request. I am truly grateful to you. I promise to fulfill your wishes and repay the debt of kindness you have given to me. Thank you, my flower.